baseball card fever. I really got baseball card fever. It started with my very first pack.
Hey, what's up, collectors? Diego here. Thank you for clicking on the video and checking me out, or not checking me out, but checking out the video. And in this Sports Cards Detour, what I have for you is the POTTS collection. Put them off to the side. Players that may be a part of a broader collection, maybe a discontinued player run, maybe just somebody that you just keep on buying for some apparent reason, but you can't quite figure out why. Well, this one here, this one that I'm going to show you, or that I highlight today, is one of the guys that are part of a broader scheme, which is my Phillies collection. And the player that I'm referring to will be Pat the Bat Burrell. Pat Burrell, man, there was times where, as a Phillies fan, I would get frustrated with him, but he did what he did. Like, he was a home run hitter. Usually he had like I think it was 3 or 4 straight 20 home run seasons, maybe more. So you couldn't ask very much more from him. He was in the transition between Scott Rowland and the upcoming Jimmy Rollins and the World Series team, basically. And that was towards his later part of his career stint with the Phillies. He ended up going to like San Francisco and Tampa Bay to go play. I think with San Francisco, if I'm correct, he won a championship with them. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, and he won the championship with the Phillies, of course. So I always thought he was a pretty strong at batter. He would have made a great DH if the Phillies were in the American League. There's a showcase power. Thought he would have made a good DH in an American League, but his outfielding skills were kind of really bad. But then the Phillies brought in Jim Thome, and then they have Ryan Howard. So first base was never really an option for Pat Burrell. He had to get his starts with playing the outfield. And that's what he did. I give it to him because he tried, his best. And he was a cool guy. Like, from all accounts that I heard of him, he was always like one of those people who were open to fans and cracking jokes and stuff like that. He also had this pretty cool thing where he used to be able to like throw bottle caps, like flick bottle caps with his arm bent. I don't know. It's just some weird thing that I saw like on one of the Phillies rain delay videos. And he was sitting there playing around and he's just flicking this cap and the guys are trying to hit it. So I thought that was pretty cool of him. There's little things that players do that just stick in your memory. And Pat was always that guy that seemed like he was the cool guy. And a guy that you wouldn't mind hanging out with, but there was always some frustration with this game. I'm going to hit the pause button and move these back. Give me a second here. Now, for me, in my memory, and I'm not good at keeping or retaining much information, the one thing that I do remember about Pat was every time I went to a game and he was playing the Mets, he was hitting a home run. Pat Burrell was a Mets killer. Like, this guy was there for the Phillies to just make the Mets day a living mess, and I dug it. I remember going to a Phillies game with my friends and we went to go to Shea Stadium right before they were building the new one, and we went to the game and all the way up, and I thought, we were going to get bashed because of Phillies fans going up there. Actually, there was more problems with Yankee Mets fans than there were Philly Mets fans. we did have some peanuts thrown to us, especially when this guy hit a home run to win to take the lead in the game, and it was pretty much done after that. I remember going home happy because the Phillies ended up winning that. So yeah, it was always stepped it up when it came to a division rival, especially the Mets. So I was always like, yeah, oh, the Mets are coming. Yeah, Pat Burrell's playing. I'm probably going to be there because most likely he's going to make it a game, whether they win or lose. He was going to have a good showing. So that was pretty cool about Pat the Bat right there. Now, I really wish that I had statistics to go with Pat Burrell's little story here. Hey, it's just basically, I just wanted to show why I got most of this stuff, and it's because the greatness of these cards. All these cards that Pat Burrell was in his time frame of his career, they were pretty sweet looking cards. Look at this Black Diamond. And a lot of the other cards that I've been showing, kind of like that Topps Finest there and the Topps Finest right over here. These cards were just amazing. Look at this Upper Deck Exponential. Like, that is a great looking card. And Pat Burrell was in the time frame where I wasn't really paying attention to card collecting. And a lot of his rookie stuff and a lot of his cards are really appealing, more because of the designs and of the inserts and the base cards. Like, they're cards that I didn't have. Look at this one. It just looks like the circles are moving. That is just an awesome card. And I think that's the other thing that draws me into getting Pat Burrell cards, is because of the designs of the cards. And then he stretches his career into the 2010 or 2014 era. So, you know, he's got from what I believe it's 97 all the way up to 2014, 2015 with San Francisco, if you wanted to go that far. But Pat had a pretty good career with the Phillies. I appreciate him now, more now than I ever did. I think he was a really good at bat, a good power bat, especially against division rivals. And he needed a team around him to make him better, and that's when Ryan Howard and Jimmy Rollins and Chase Utley came. They definitely made his spot in the lineup one to be reckoned with. Like, if you were pitching the Pat, the pitchers were probably scared, you know, or that's how at least I felt or wanted to feel about Pat the Bat. So that is my POTTS collection of Pat Burrell. Just keep on putting them to the side, you know. So thanks for watching. Until next time.
Well, thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.